All right, what's up? We are going to do some charting from this week. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to send the link to the Discord real quick before we go ahead and get started. We're going to get started in just a second. All right. All right. So we're going to start with my headphones are off, I think. We're going to start with, oh, they're on. I'm going to turn them back on again. I just turned them off. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the beginning of the week. We're gonna go to Monday. Let me turn this off. And by the way, if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and let me know. All right. Okay, we had previous day low below, and then it was that previous day low. No, not yet. It was not previous day low yet. So this was 9 a.m. Came in bullish here. I don't think I took any trades on Monday, to be honest. I think Monday was a no trade day. I can check actually. Sorry guys, I gotta get better at my charting sessions. I gotta get more used to it. I haven't done them that much, so yeah, no trades on Monday. So we were delivering out of this hourly. Right, and it was pretty sure Monday was just like weird overall. Monday I was like, we're inside of this gap here, this 4 hour. We're kind of ripping through it, and we had an SMT at the highs. At some point, we formed an SMT at the highs. But yeah, I didn't take anything. We weren't at market open yet here. I'll skip more towards market open. Buy sides right here. And then yeah, I don't honestly think there was much to go over from Monday. I didn't regret anything on Monday. We're delivering out of this, still mostly bullish here. But there was also the SMT there as well. Monday, I pretty much just avoided losses. It's not like I missed anything. And then we technically had this 5-minute short here that was valid. But there was nothing to target on the 5-minute. And you can see it would have saved us from a loss. Again, my higher time frame, like I already said, the hourly, I was bullish here. All right, so I was just overall more bullish here. Not 26, 15. I was overall more bullish here. So the SMT at the highs also contradicted that. Just really weird day. I didn't really like anything on Monday. I'll be honest. So in my honest opinion, there wasn't much for me to go over here. Maybe you could have taken this 30-second short off the SMT, but there was no entry there. So price was pretty weird on Monday. Again, didn't like anything. I just took nothing on Monday. All right. Now, some of the more interesting days, I'm going to go to Tuesday. All right. Did we have news on Tuesday? No, we did not. All right. All right. Here we go. We're at market open here. This market open was a little weird. Off of market open, we instantly swept buy side here, so I was looking for shorts. Also, if anybody has any questions, let me know. I was looking for shorts here, and as you can see, maybe technically did get something, but actually no, we didn't inverse the 5 minute there. Yeah, no inverse of that 5 minute. There was technically this long here, but I don't like this long. Was it highest time frame gap? That's 4 minutes not loading. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this 1 minute long was highest time frame gap. Was there an SMT at the lows? Maybe no SMT at the lows. I just didn't like longing into this buy side sweep. That's pretty much it. So I didn't take this long here. As you can see, it would have worked, but I did not take that. Then I was looking for like maybe a sweep of this high. As you can see, we swept this here, and yes, this high was previous day high. Okay, so this high was previous day high. I knew it was some important one. We left equal lows on this long. Did we? We did down here, yeah. You're right about that. I didn't like that long. I didn't take it. The problem is what I did take though. I'll show you guys what I took. I took a short. So you guys see this unfilled 15 minute, right? You guys see this unfilled 15? Right? Actually it wasn't unfilled 15 yet. It was still unfilled 5. I'll explain real quick. So no, you're good. You're good. So this is the short that I took. It was there was no 30-second. I took something here. Was it 2 minute? I think it might have been 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute was highest time frame here. Oh, 4 minute. Technically was highest time frame. I took the 2 minute, and I realized after that that there was a 4 minute. But yeah, so I pretty sure I got break even on this one. Yeah, I got break even on this one because the 4 minute was the highest time frame. As soon as I saw the 4 minute, I closed for break even because I was like, okay, that's not a valid setup. I do remember taking that, but that's not what I took that failed. So if I go right here, I took, if I'm not mistaken, I took something here. I took it doesn't look right. Let me see. I took, yeah, so I took initially, I think it was a 30-second short. Yeah. So initially I took this. This is the one that I did break even because I realized there was a 4 minute. And then I entered on the 4 minute right here. I entered on the 4 minute. Stop loss was at the high. There's SMT here. Now, can anybody make a guess as to why this setup failed? I want to see if anybody can guess it before I put it. I was targeting 1R break even at the 5 minute. Anybody have a guess as to why this failed? Come on, we got people in here. I know somebody got an answer. I say there was nothing to target. Okay, So the 5 minute unfilled gap was something to target. So it's not that there was nothing to target. But what it was is, I'll be honest, right here we swept previous day high. I was looking for shorts off of previous day high. Now, is this short? We have you said 15-minute gap. Nope, 15-minute gap was a good liquidity spot here. It didn't deliver off a 15-minute Woodsy. But this one, were we delivering off of anything? Yes, there was this SMT, but this was like a 1 minute SMT. We were entering the 4 minutes, so I didn't even like that SMT. Like, I'm being honest. Like, there's like, were we delivering off of anything? Yes or no? Did we sweep liquidity, or were we delivering off of a fair value gap here? No. We're not delivering off a fair value gap. We didn't sweep liquidity. If anything, if I go to the 15-minute, we closed above this liquidity. We closed above this previous day high here. All right. So no sweep and no delivery. So taking this trade was just, there was technically no setup here. All right. Now, something that I did like that I ended up not taking because I just decided to reflect on the day after taking that loss. I was like, dude, why would I even take that? I was mad at myself. You know, I just got off of the charts and decided to just learn a little bit from it. Right. But here we have an unfilled 15-minute below. Now we sweep external buy side. What's highest time frame gap here? Got a 2-minute unfilled gap here, or 2-minute gap. Sorry, not unfilled, but 2-minute gap. And boom. Like, okay. Now we have an external sweep targeting an unfilled 15-minute here. And boom. This one was better because we actually had a sweep here. Now, you could have also just said, I don't like how the hourly closed above and decided to stay out of that setup. So this one would have been just more, are you like willing to take this like loss, I guess. This one looks good because it was a sweep of external stuff. Maybe we had a SMT at the high there. What was it, Monday 5th high? Yeah, we had SMT at the London high there. So we didn't really need to continue any higher. Or no, wait. That we slipped on both. The high I was looking at is Friday the 2nd. Friday the 2nd, yeah, we already took that. But yeah, so that one had an external sweep. So this one was more valid. Now, would I say this is like the best? No, because it goes against bias. But yeah. This one would have been a lot better because this one at least had a sweep. This first one did not. It was a completely invalid setup. All right. Now I'm going to go to the setup I took on Wednesday. Wednesday, I wouldn't have done anything different. Wednesday was perfect. Wednesday, I think we had some news. Or was it 10 a.m. news? I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah. What did I take? I swear it was a data setup. No, it was an LRL setup. Okay. 9:57. Okay, let's go ahead and skip to then. I'll skip to 9:30 anyways, and I'll kind of chart it out from there. I didn't feel like starting at 8:30. All right. All right, so I might do the charting sessions in the future on TradeZella because see how it shows we already swept that buy side there. Price is obviously bullish here. I mean, we have an unfilled 4-hour here, or not unfilled. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. We have a 4-hour right here that we could deliver out of. All right. So this was probably my condition. It definitely was my condition. No possible longs there into this. I wouldn't even want to long into that gap. But here we're kind of just ripping, going towards this buy side. All right. So you have some buy side here. Possible short here. You have an unfilled 5-minute here for a break-even spot. Or this is not a 5-minute yet. this one here is not 5 minute yet. All right. And then, oh my gosh, dude, what just happened? Technically, we have a valid short here. Unfilled 5 minute would be here for break even. Did I even, I don't remember if I took this or not. Okay. So this right here would be a valid setup towards this for a 1R. Did we have any buy side above here? Took 1 minute short around 9:45 and lost. I wonder what's wrong with that. Okay, let's see. Was it this short? Okay, yeah. This short, I'll be honest, I just didn't like this close here. This doji close. I didn't like the doji close on that. On this right here, I didn't like that. The close. Maybe there was something else that made me not want to take it. I can actually check real quick because I record all my trading. What day was it? It was 11, or it was 1:11. Bruh. Bruh. None of these are playback. I can't even play them. Dude, what the hell? Did I just like turn my computer off and forget to end the recording? Damn. Oh well. Always wait for resweep. So here we did resweep. Here we did. Oh, okay. I know. See how 15 minute closed above? 15 minute closed above this buy side here. Showing clear displacement above the buy side. Also, this candle like had no momentum. Right. But I'll give you the more mechanical thing. It's going to be the 5 minute break of or 15 minute break of structure above this. Okay. All right. Then what was this? I was in a short here though. I'll be honest. I was in a short here. I didn't take this first one, but I was inside this 30-second short. I liked this one more because we had an inverse. I mean, it was a 30-second, right? But we had a resweep. We had formed. We have an unfilled 15 minute to target now, right? So we have an unfilled 15. And then we also had LRL here. So I liked this a lot more. So it was purely subjective as to why I took this one and not the first one. So it was definitely subjective as to why I took this one and not the first one. All right. The first one, I didn't like the momentum we had up. And then I think we go on the 15 minute here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, I think we may have formed an SMT right here. With, what is this? Friday, the 26th high. Yeah, we formed that high as well. Or an SMT there. When did we form it though? We swept it at 9:41. So yeah. We swept it there, formed the SMT. So it's not that it was a horrible loss. Even if you did take it, you should have taken this short after to make it back. So either way, it should have been green on that day. It was just purely subjective as to why I didn't like that first one. I didn't want to take like that 1 minute, and I also felt like price so far wasn't the best, but I liked the fact that we had generated some liquidity here to come back down. So it was just purely subjective with that, I'll be honest. Now I'm gonna go to the next day. I took a break even that should have been a partial win, and then I took a loss. All right, so this is gonna be Thursday, and then Friday I missed a winning setup. So I'm gonna go over that as well. All right, so this day, unemployment claims gave us data high here. I wanted to set up to data high. Right, and right here we get a resweep, and I took this long. All right, took this long right here, and stop loss at the low, buy side, and it was 1.8 R. All right, for this setup, and realize some trades that fails because of no liquidity to target. There was a liquidity to target there. There was a 5 minute, but there was better liquidity when it was a 15 minute and the LRL. But yeah, legend, liquidity is the most important thing. So with this one, we have a data high. Inverse of the highest time frame here. And my break even was right here. Partial at 1R right here. And as you can see, hits the 1R and then break even. All right. This one would have been a partial TP. This wick was bigger on MNQ and I took this on micros. So this one would have been a partial TP here, but unfortunately I didn't set up my limit for the partial, and I literally only had my sell stop set, not my sell limit for my partial take profit. So that I was not paying attention. I was not doing my stuff like I was supposed to, and that caused me to lose some profits there. All right. Now, if I skip to later in the day, I'm going to go to the loss that I took. I'm going to explain the loss that I took and why I shouldn't have taken it. So you see here, we take out London lows. Was that 1022 that I took the loss? Okay. So if I skip forward here, oh, it's right here that I took the loss. Sorry. All right. Swept London low. Stop loss at the low. Targeting unfilled 5 minute for a break even. Full TP at 1R. Anybody can explain to me why this was bad? Maybe have data high above too, but and 930 high. So a lot of liquidity up there, but does anybody know why this failed? Or not why this failed, or why, more like why I shouldn't have taken this. Why shouldn't I have taken this? I mean, I knew as I entered why I shouldn't have taken it. Not within the trend. No, I don't trade trends. Okay, so there's a couple reasons. For this setup, when you're targeting unfilled gaps, the unfilled gap still has to be a swing high. So the way it should look is like this, right? If I go to the setup we took on the previous day, see how, if I go to, I have to go to the 1 minute. See how the 15 minute is a swing low, or at least it's like a low. It's like a low, right? This one was the 5 minutes, so you could have said 5 minute, the 5 minute gap. But you see how it's like a low, right? Here, when you do it like this without it being like a swing, you're trying to catch a falling knife. So it's like dumping down, and then yes, there's technically a gap up here. Am I doing back testing? No, I'm doing charting. So I'm going over some of the trades from this week. So this is like markets dumping, and you're first of all, you're taking the first green candle after dumping like this. We dumped how many points? Okay, is it gonna work? You dumped 168 points, and you're trying to like long the very first green candle, right? So you want some structure to form for longs like that. That's why I said, you see how here I drew it out? The 5 minute, when you zoom in from the 5 minute, should have like some type of swing there. Yes, it has a swing here on the 1 minute, but the trade was on the 2 minute. So there's no obvious structure there, and you're trying to catch a falling knife. Also, like you had said, there was equal lows somewhere here. I don't remember where they were. Where were the equal lows? Trade on a daily bias? No, I use higher time frame. Okay, they were right here. These were the equal lows. I didn't even see these equal lows, by the way. I also wouldn't have taken this because of the equal lows. Equal lows like that are the 15 minute. They're just perfect. So now, sweeping the equal lows, you could take this 3 minutes. Or the 4 minute. 4 minutes probably the best to take here. Break even would be at the unfilled 15 minute here. We go back to the 4 minute. All right, break even would be at that 15 minute. And it would have been a break even. I remember there were some people that took this setup. This setup was better. It was off the equal lows. There were 15-minute equal lows. So those equal lows were really good. And yeah, that on top of the fact that it wasn't a resweep. Right? Or not a resweep, but like a swing high for the gap. So this day would have just been that partial TP and then nothing else. The one from pre-market. All right. And then Friday, I got on it at 8:30 for NFP. NFP rips up like that. We instantly take data high. I wanted some shorts here off of data high. This was a previous day data high. Dang, we left that from the previous day. All right, we sweep it. We sweep the next data high here. And we have a beautiful short here that I did not take, that I was going to take. And I honestly don't know why I took it. It was like, I guess like, I don't know. I hesitated from taking the loss the previous day, and I was going to just being like extra safe. Even unfilled 15-minute here. This right here, boom, stop loss at the high, targeting at least 1R and easy TP. All right. And then there was no other trades that I liked for the rest of the day, I'll be honest. I didn't like any other setups. I did end up taking this short here, and it was break even as well, but I also didn't, in hindsight, I also don't like this. I liked this LRL here, but I don't like that there wasn't a failure swing here for the shorts. All right. But yeah, this one would have been break even here, as you can see. This 5-minute short. But yeah, this first short right here was really good. It was, see how the 15-minute, remember how I said it needs to be a swing low? See, this 15-minute was a swing low here. You guys see that, right? So, but yeah, do you trade on a daily basis? Yes. But yeah, see how this unfilled 15-minute had a swing low on the lower time frame, or at least the time frame we entered on. So that's why this one was a good setup as well. So that would have been 3R on the week if I would have just locked in. But yeah, um, that's pretty much it. I'm ready for next week. Next week's gonna be good. Nice little stream on here. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Thank you guys for joining up, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we take some wins tomorrow. But yeah, let's go see you guys.